Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Danny. I have some coffee here. I just made it. Let's see if it's hot. Everyone, get ready. Yeah, it's still hot. Fuck. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. Anyway, we have a cool video today. Finally, looking at the Heat Ray Godzilla 2014 from Hiya Toys. Can you hear me wheezing? It's that time of the year again where I just start struggling to breathe, and there's a chance I'll just pass out or pass away. I don't know. That's dark. Anyway, let's keep the video rolling. Starting off with the logo for the 2014 movie. Love that design. Then you got a picture of Heat Ray Godzilla. Then another one of Heat Ray Godzilla. And then the back that has a whole bunch of information that I can't read. My dog is itching. Can you hear that? Here's the figure itself. Look at it. It's great. He's spinning at Mach 1 speeds. I had to slow it down so we can take a closer look. But it looks awesome. When I first got the notification that this was shipping from Big Bad Toy Store, I'm not going to lie, I thought about canceling because I already have the normal, not Heat Ray, the cooled down version of 2014 Godzilla from Hiya. And it's a good figure. I'm not a fan of the face, so I was kind of thinking like, okay, this is going to be like the same mold, just with blue dorsal plates. I wasn't that excited. It's almost canceled, but I forgot and it ended up, shipping before I could cancel. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm glad that happened. Divine intervention, if you will, because this figure I think is actually an improvement over the original Hiya 2014 release, and I probably, spoiler alert, recommend this one over the other one because it's just that much better. We'll show later. There he is. He has no teeth. He has gums. Ugh, disturbing to look at. But the details are nice. Obviously, it's Hiya. Okay, they know what they're doing. There's the blue dorsal plates. They're not super vibrant, so some people might be like, oh, what the, like, if you have both versions, you might be a little turned off by it, and that's okay. It's a toy. It's not here to, it's not here to sexually please you. But if you're looking for brighter dorsal plates, these are not in the same realm as some of the other Heat Ray versions. Comes with additional accessories. You already know that. What's happening here? Oh, we're spinning. The budget went up. Then he has the Heat Ray, the Heat Vomit, whatever you want to call it. Now, it's unique compared to some of the other Heat Rays that I was comparing it to. But I will say this. Actually, wait, let me take that back. Because I compared it to the Heisei Godzilla Heat Ray, not the other MonsterVerse Heat Ray. So I might be lying. It might be the same. We need to cut that out. All right. Forget I said that. Don't quote me on that. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, it looks cool. But, like, the Heat Ray in 2014 is, like, really thin. And this one's a bit bulky. So that was my only gripe. But now I'm thinking, like, I probably got it wrong. He's hitting the camera. All over the place. Anyway, let's do some poses. Here he is doing this. He's shooting his Heat Ray. Yeah. Okay. You already know I'm not the best at posability, but we're going to do the best we can here. I like this. This looks like a pose that he would do in the movie. Here's a good look at how much he can, like, hold up his Heat Ray, because obviously when you put that in his mouth, it adds some weight, and normally that kind of will cause the figure to, look a bit more downward. So this is the highest I can get him to look without any kind of stands or anything. So if you want him to look a little bit higher, which I think he can, you'll probably have to use a stand. But on his own, that's actually not that bad. And then here's just more like a profile shot. Look at, I'm just expressing my photographic skills, okay? That's thumbnail fodder right there. That might be the thumbnail of today's video, perhaps, okay? Even looks real, if you ask me. Can we get some green screen on this? Put this with some buildings? Do some nice Photoshop on it? Anyway, let's do some size comparisons. Here is the original NECA version. Not NECA. What the fuck am I talking about? This is Hiya. Jesus. Here's the Hiya version. And it's, like, again, I know I said earlier I think I prefer this one over it. Hiya, for the most part, it's not that bad. Has a bit of a darker paint scheme. But when looking at the head of the original Hiya release, it just looks a bit sloppy compared to this right here. This is the newer one with the Heat Ray version. And the paint and details look much better compared to the original release. That's why I prefer it over this one. Because he just has this sloppy, like, looks like he bit into, like, pizza. He just has, like, that tomato-ish, cheesy look to it. Then we also have this. This is the Bandai Movie Monster Series 2014. Because fuck it, why not? There they are. Then there's the Muto from Hiya as well, the female Muto. Good sizing here, really like it. So you can do a really cool display here. if you want to get both. Or wait for that 2-pack that they announced because they refuse to sell the male Mewtwo by himself. He is nothing without his woman. Speaking of the Super Simp himself, here is the male Mewtwo. This is the Bandai Premium version. And he might be a little too tall there, but I still think it's pretty good sizing if you have this version. And obviously, we're going to look at we're going to look at the female version as well. Here she is. This is, again, the Bandai Premium version. Let me know what you think. I think this is not bad. I don't think it's that bad. It might be a little too big compared. Obviously, this one's bigger than the Hiya version, but I still think this doesn't look too bad. She just has more of a wider stance here. Anyway, enough dilly-dally, okay? Let's try to wrap this up. Ooh, but look at that photography skill right. Look at that. Ain't that a beautiful shot? Ain't it beautiful? Why can't I speak English? I give it a thumbs up. It's a good figure, like I said. An improvement over the original release. Glad that I forgot to cancel this order and it actually came in. So, happy to have it. Hiya did an amazing job. I know sometimes Heat Ray versions are like, you know, I missed out on a few and I'm okay with that. I picked up some of the newer ones, but even going forward, I have to kind of like pick and choose because shelf space is limited, and I'm getting to a point too where it's like, how many versions of one character do I need? But happy with this one. I think it's an improvement. It's really well done. So I recommend it over the original release. Thumbs up. Anyway, let's talk about this. We have the Super 7 Kiryu 02, Mecha Godzilla 02, Reaction 02. There's the other ones. Not even doing by wave anymore, just showing all of them. You got Destroyer up there, who doesn't even exist, so they're just advertising him now. Let's open this bad boy up. We're in here to grade it. Bam. And it looks amazing. I was really looking for Kiryu. Again, if you don't know, is one of my favorite mechs, my favorite kaiju. And Super 7 did a really good job. This gets me excited for their Ultimates version that comes out later this year. Oh, excuse me. I wonder if they're going to do... I'm sure they'll do a heavy arms version, just because it's the same mold, just different accessories. But I wonder if they'll do a version without any of the heavy equipment on it. We'll see. Easy money. I would buy it just to have different versions. But anyway, awesome figure, just awesome. Still need the Shin and the Meyer. What I can't even think. Fuck. The blazing version of the other Meyer Goji. So, and I definitely want that one because that's one of my favorites. See, I can't even remember my favorite. I'm a fake. Anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.